Hey guys, this is Illusion Podfic, and today we're going to be reading I Didn't Ask, Did I? By Anita Supervision. This is Chapter 4. Sir, your order will be delivered in approximately 30 seconds. It's about time. I am famished. Tony pulls the cap deeper into his face before glancing up from his dark phone. The voice of his AI rings with a hint of judgment out of his phone speaker. It certainly would have been quicker if you ordered from the shop at the Forest Avenue, and not Manhattan, sir. He grins at that. Well, where is the fun in that, Friday? Tony squints at the silhouette of a person walking purposefully in his direction. He puts his right ankle over his knee, the embodiment of relaxation, catching the paper bag flung at him with ease. The corners of Tony's mouth draws up into a self-satisfied grin. What could be better than the magnificent smell of tacos and victory? The reason for his marketably good mood stands a few feet before him, staring him down with the heat that makes Johnny Storm look like a matchstick. I hope you choke on it. What a sight. Peter Parker in a Taco Bell server uniform, looking earnestly pissed off. Tony should take a picture while it lasts. Nah, what kind of harsh greeting this is after I've made it possible for you to get a free ride with the Staten Island ferry. How do you like it? Took some selfies with the Statue of Liberty? God, could this kid's glare turn any more vile? The teen crosses his arms over his chest. You could use the Staten Island ferry for free. You didn't do anything. Listen to that, Tony praises mockingly. Should have expected the smartest student at Midtown High to catch on quickly. The kid narrows his eyes at the comment. What do you know about Midtown High? He ignores the teen's question and bites into a taco. How is your strikingly looking aunt doing? He asks instead, noticing how the kid stiffens up at the question. Could be better, answers the teen slowly, the hesitation in his answer making the corner of his lip turn upward. It entertains him immensely how the kid fishes for information, trying to estimate how much Tony truly knows about him. The man decides to humor it. Oh, I could imagine. If my nephew traipses across the city far past his curfew, I'd be worried sick too. You're quite lucky as she's working a double shift, not knowing anything about your little side jobs. She's probably thinking her darling nephew is at home, sleeping like an angel. The kid stares at him, jaw clenched and lips pressed into a thin line. What are you working so hard for, huh? What could a high school like you need 3 jobs for, Mr. Parker? Yeah, that's right. I know you're playing Mr. Fix-It for your school pals, and a little photography quip for the Bugle. Tony stands up, pulling out $100. He steps over to the teen and slips the bill into his breast pocket. That's for buying a new camera. Maybe you get some better motives than Spiderman, he sniffs. How about Ironman? Rumor says he's got a new suit. It's very photogenic. Clapping the teen on the shoulder, he is about to walk past when a hand wraps around his wrist. Peter looks about ready to punch him in the face. Even if I did tell you what you did, you wouldn't change anything, because you fail to recognize that your actions cause repercussions. And I am sick of it, spits the teen before letting his arm go. Tony's eyes widen before he grins in self-satisfaction. Ha! I knew there was something. Peter looks at him like he lost it. That's what you're taking from this? Are you serious? The billionaire pays no attention to Parker as the team stomps down the direction he came from, far too busy celebrating for trusting his hunch and being right. It needs Friday's voice to make him look around and notice he's the only one left in the front of the fountain. Sir, Mrs. Potts asked you to keep from picking fights with employees, especially minors. Tony rolls his eyes. Friday, please. Where did that look like a fight? You're right, sir. I apologize. It seems more like a case of bullying. Tony lifts an eyebrow. Did you forget what the kid did to me? Whose side are you on, Friday? Sir, you demanded a minor and underpaid employee of a Taco Bell to deliver your order from Manhattan to Staten Island in the middle of the night, with a shop of the same brand meters from your current location. Are you trying to guilt-trip me? 'Cause it's not working. I'm merely appealing to your understanding of humanity and responsibility, sir. He takes the rest of his food and throws it into a bin. How am I responsible for a teen using a fake ID to work in the middle of the night? The stunt of teen revolution is his problem, not mine. Sir, you are being childish. Bold of you to assume I'd care if you call me that when I hear that from Pepper all the time. Sir, it would be best to keep from irritating Mr. Parker any further. I'm afraid you will find yourself in more trouble than Mrs. Potts and the PR team can prevent from happening. Tony snorts. Please, what could that kid do? Pause another scene at the new fast food place. The pace with which the kid is fired and newly hired is astounding. Sir, you have been responsible for Mr. Parker getting fired from his last 2 part-time jobs. It won't come as a surprise if further confrontation leads to a situation that will be hard to handle. Rolling his eyes, Tony unlocks his car. He slides into the seat and takes off his sunglasses. I'll believe it when I see it, Fry. Alright guys, now is the end of chapter 4 of I Didn't Ask, Did I? By Anita Supervision. I hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you next chapter.